What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit FTB. Oh yeah, baby. Playing with the monster pack on the Hermitcraft server. And oh no, look it! Our igloo's gone. The big ugly igloo thing that I built for last episode. I just didn't think it fit in all that well. I wasn't digging it. So I ripped it all out. And I've been working on this down here. Spent a whole bunch of time. I think this area is so much better suited. Doing kind of like a little temple design, something like that, for fantasy blocks. So I think it's pretty cool. I actually started off just building this top layer. And this is what it looked like. Imagine there's a floor right here. And I thought that was cool. But then I realized I didn't leave enough room for all of our wires. So I was like, okay. I'll build it again. Did it again. But then it ended up matching up perfect with the top layer, and I kind of like the higher ceilings. So I thought this was pretty cool. So what I'm going to end up doing, instead of moving this whole thing down for more wire room, we're going to move all of my mess up here down into our little temple thing, and then hopefully I can give a different section for each mod, and then even continue on and have different rooms for each type of processing thing or whatever else that we get into. And then I'm just going to move this layer, the grass, I'm going to move it up. And then all I'll have to move is these farms. So I think that will be pretty easy. But I got my Mac moved already, and that was a task in itself because we just have so many patterns and they're organized in there. And I also have 25 pages of stuff. But yeah, got that moved. I'm trying to decide where I want to put our main AE part. I guess the great part with AE is other than this thing, the controller, we can have multiple setups all over. So I'm going to tinker around with that for a little bit. Oh, I wanted to show you. Check this out. So we only had 3 buckets of UU matter, and this was a video from last week. Check this out. Oh, 4 kilobuckets. So that's 4,000 buckets, I believe, which is pretty crazy indeed. Right after the episode, I set up a recycler, and we'll go through this probably again, but I set up so that it would auto craft cobblestone slabs. So this way we're getting, what is it, 3 slabs? No, 6 slabs per 3 cobblestone. I think that's what it is. It would make sense. But anyway, so I have this set up. I turned it off because we already had so many. But this is any second now. You can do it. Did I set that right? Yeah, it should. Oh, why are you giving me problems? Alright, all fixed. I don't know. Sometimes ME just messes up. But anyway, I removed the controller, put it back in, and got the setting auto craft. So it's auto crafting the cobblestone slabs, making the scrap, doing it super duper fast. Then this guy auto crafts the scrap boxes from 9 scrap. And you can see I'm making them faster than the progress is going up, faster than I'm using them. So pretty sweet. We basically have infinite UU matter now. So anyway, since we're about to move this, I'm going to turn all this stuff off. And I hopefully will see you back once this stuff is moved. Alright guys, welcome back. It's several hours later and I have moved just about everything. Oh my goodness. So let's check this out. I moved the main part of our AE system, access for everything, and our drives over in one corner. Pretty cool. I've got our power coming from the windmills, coming down to here, splitting off into 2 resident energy cells, then going through our mod power converter thingy, going into 2 MFSUs, and then splits behind. For now, we're using different cables. Pretty soon, we're going to upgrade to the P2P AE stuff, probably for all of our industrial craft power, but pretty cool. Going through the back, and I split up these machines, all of our IC2 machines, just so that we have plenty of room for expansion. So pretty cool. Got everything we need. I put in ejector upgrades so that we'll able to, let's take a look at this. So if we go iron, and let's craft up, let's see, let's craft up, where's the iron? Is run. All right, so if we craft up, let's do 3 stacks. You can see it goes through, is ejecting upwards. So real quick, really sweet, really happy with how this turned out. Very nice, very nice. So all those are in. I added in, before we look at new stuff, I put in most all of our thermal expansion stuff all over here. So same type of idea, and these, they're set so that loads in from the top, shoots out to the side. So, and then got all of our patterns in. So very nice, very nice. And these I may be phasing out for the industrial craft stuff, everything that's possible. Then let's see what else we got. What else do we got? All right, so basically today I really want to try and get to the point where we can replicate the Iridium, so that if not today, next episode we can make ourselves quantum armor and the Iridium blades and all that sorts of good stuff. I finally installed the thermal centrifuge, so pretty cool, as well as ore washing plant. I don't have any patterns in for there, but I stuck in a pattern to make silicon and make stone dust. We'll look at why that's important in a moment. And then I haven't finished setting up the canning machine, but we will do that soon. So, and I also have not installed our recycler and mass fabricator yet, but it's okay. That's not super important right now because we've got the UU matter that we're going to use. So if we want to go ahead and replicate stuff, we need a couple of different machines. We need a pattern storage. Okay. We're able to make a mining laser. I set up the crystal memory, but we're going to have to go through that right now. And then these reinforced stone, which are a huge pain in the butt to make. So we'll go over all that. So there's that one, pattern storage, scanner. I made a scanner already because we could craft everything here. And then the replicator, which we can do just about everything except for it takes more reinforced stone. So we'll get to that in just a second. So anyway, pattern wise, stuff that we need to make. I'm just finishing up with the crystal things. Let's make another one of these. Boom. And that should be all crafting up. Now for this, it should then be sending over to this thermal centrifuge. We got to get clay dust. Which if we look at the recipe, that's just clay being macerated. And that seems to be the only way to do it. Okay, so that's going through. And the clay, let's look at the thingy again. Where's the clay thing? Did that go through right? Okay, so we need the silicon dust so that we can make these. So that's just that and obsidian dust. So no biggie, and that was from the clay. So that's going up right now. I'm kind of curious if I can throw in some upgrades to make this go faster. If it's too obnoxious. See how much power is that? Look at how much. That's crazy. Probably can't maintain that for very long. But anyway, okay. So that's going. Should be almost done crafting that. Let's see, just one more. Hurry up, hurry up. Awesome. So now let's get the crystal thingy out. Let's turn this off, the craftable. All right, so now I can go ahead and I can set up a pattern storage for the final thing here. If I stick this in here, it's going to make one of these. Let's encode it. And then to make that, let's look at it again. That's going to go. Apparently, Jevin was telling me he's already done this. He told me the Mimikite thing doesn't work. So we are going to be. Oh, I swear there was another pattern for that. I believe I should just be able to throw it into our furnace. So let's put this pattern in here. Into our furnace, just like that. And let's throw the, oh, where'd that go? We don't want that there. We want these to go in here. We took care of the stone dust. Why do I need the stone dust? Ah, for the stone dust is so that we can make this CF sprayer thing. So for this, we're trying to get this because this is how we make the construction foam. So we needed stone dust, and that I set up in this thermal, what's it called? Thermal centrifuge. So I have that in there, the stone dust, just cobble going in to make that. So we should be able to make plenty. Let's throw all that junk in. Plenty of the construction foam. So let's go ahead and do that. Is it called construction foam or CF? Okay, so let's make a bunch of this. Not really sure how much we're going to need. It's probably overkill. But we're doing it anyway. So it's crafting up the stone. And are we working over here? Yes, it's working. All right, so I'll come back once that's finished, and let's try and figure out how we use the construction foam. It's going to end up going into this canning machine. I got to have water go in plus that construction foam, and then it will spill out the, like, good construction foam. Let's just look at this. Yeah, so then we'll get this amount here. And then somehow I think we put it into the sprayer, but that I'm not sure. So we will return. All right, we're back, and we're about halfway done with the CF powder. I really don't know if I need that much, but in any case, I'm trying to figure out this canning machine. I know I've used one of these a long time ago. I want to say probably like when we were using the ultimate pack, but I've got water going in. I hope that it works out okay this way. Let's just see. It's very different than from what I'm used to prior. CF stuff. All right, so let's grab these and see what happens. If I just throw this in here, it's gonna start oh no. 1, 2. And so let's throw some overclockers in there. All right, so that gets the construction foam. Then what happens? Can I go? No. All right, so yeah, I think I just dumped that into a fluid transposer. So now let's get a CF sprayer. Let's get that made. We should be all set there. Cool. I don't know if I need the backpack. I don't think I have to. We're gonna also need to make, because we're making these reinforced stuff, we need the scaffolding, but I believe the iron scaffolding. And I have the wood scaffolding in there. All right, so let's make a pattern to make the iron scaffolding. Let's see. Nope, that's the one. I don't think I have the fences. So let's see, to make the fence, metal former, extruding, okay. Oh, I hope it works. I hope I don't have to make a second one just for this. Please. Iron. All right, cool. And what was the recipe for that again? Oh, don't you hate when your stuff gets all filled up? All right, so the recipe for this, we got 1 to 1. So let's run back here. Let's throw this in. Where is ya? Boom. Boom. Encode. And it's going to go in our ME interface right above the metal former. All right, cool. So now we can make this pesky scaffolding. That should make us 64. All right, or 16, excuse me. All right, so we got those things handled. Let's run up here. I believe what I have to do here, let's just see if this shows a use to do it. Nope. What I was told is you have to take this, and you got to do the construction foam on it, and then you got to dry it out. Just kind of a pain in the butt. Now, how do we fill this? Do we go like that? No. How do we fill this thing? All right, so I got a real getaway of doing this. It does work. I got to manually put in the construction foam stuff, and then if it goes into a liquid transposer, fills up the construction foam. And this was pretty intuitive. I probably should have been able to figure this out. But right there, you can see it's filling up, and then boom. So pretty cool. So hopefully we don't run into any more issues with this. We'll find out. I have all the iron scaffolding laid out. I think I just right-click. Boom. Oh, so cool. So freaking cool. All right, so I heard this also takes a really long time to dry. And this is reinforced construction foam. I think once it dries, it's going to become what we want. So I will see you right back. It's working. It's starting to dry, starting to dry. Reinforced stone. Perfect. This is exactly what we want. Hopefully, just silk touch this. Please? Yes, it works. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so how much of this stuff are we going to need? It's kind of a pain in the butt to have to do this by hand. I bet there might be a way. I'm sure you can automate it with all the new stuff going on, but I guess we're just going to be doing it by hand for now. So for this, we're going to need 2 for a replicator, 3 for a pattern storage. I think that's it. So 5 in total. So we got 3. Let's just get 2 more. Come on. Dry. Do I need to blow on it? Come on, dry. All right. Well, once I have 5, we'll come back in and we'll craft these final machines. All right. So, got my scanner. Got my 5 reinforced stone. Let's throw it into the system. Boom. So we have the scanner. We need the replicator. So let's make one of those. And then we need the pattern. I think it was called the pattern something. Yeah. Pattern storage, right? Scanner, pattern storage. Boom. All right. So that's being made up. Super duper quick. So now we got to figure out how to use these machines. So I know they're going to all need power, but let's set them down and kind of look at them. Scanner. And which one needed? I think this one needed the pattern storage. Okay. So waiting, no storage. How does this stuff work? Import from crystal, export from crystal. And replicator. Okay, so I think how it works is this is going to scan. Okay, so let's get our crystal. All right, so that's what we want. One of these guys. Hopefully it makes it fairly quickly. All right, and then the other very difficult part is you have to find iridium. Now these iridium, I believe you're only going to find from a chest in a dungeon or something like that. But luckily, I was able to. I got 3. So from here, let's see. I'm going to set these down over here. Let's see. Scanner. Pattern storage. And replicator. I'm going to try and set these down over here. In fact, actually, let's move it up 1 like this. All right, and then I'm going to face this MFSU out like that. Do these guys, what can they take for power? It's not telling me. So let's put in some upgrades. Upgrades going there? No, not working. This one doesn't look like it needs upgrades. That doesn't look like it can get upgrades. All right, so I think we're safe to just hook these guys up. All right, now how are they looking? Waiting, waiting. Okay. Pattern storage. Is our pattern done? Whoop. Crystal. Okay, our pattern's done. So one of these... Okay, scanner. I believe this is where we put in our iridium. Let's try it. Okay, it's scanning. And I think we put in this guy in here. import from crystal, export to crystal. All right, so it's scanning. And I think we're going to want export to crystal, right? Oh, and we need the UU matter. Do I have... I'm going to make a little bit of a mess here. Ooh, wait a minute. So it said scan finished. I put in the empty memory crystal. This is in the scanner. And I think if I go save, no storage. Why is there no storage? Oh, wait, Iridium ore. All right, so I think I finally got this. I needed to make a fluid cell and fill it with UU matter. So I just went ahead, did this, and clicked it. I don't think it works with the bucket, but when I right-clicked on it, I was able to get the fluid out. So that's cool. Let's knock that out. And let's knock... I hate to waste this UU matter, but whatevs. Knock that out. Go ahead, I take this, and if I put in the cell with the UU matter fluid, it's now able to just send over all that stuff that we have in storage. So we are going to now do single run. We got to put in the scanner. We made the Iridium ore previously, and import from crystal, export to crystal. Let's import from crystal. And it should be able to read it now. All right, there we go. That gets the Iridium. Now it should be able to pick up here, maybe. Come on, buddy. Don't give me problems. And this didn't take anything. Repeat run. Why is it not picking up the pattern? It should be able to from this pattern storage. So import from crystal. All right, so we have 2 of them for Iridium. All right, I'm getting that. What is your problem, buddy? All right, I think I finally got it working. I've got my crystal memory in there. Everything's set up right. I just had to press stop, and then I was able to go to the next pattern. So we've got that in there. Now that it's in, hopefully I can go single run. All right, now it's starting to use up EU and the UU matter. I'm curious. I'm going to shut this off so that it needs a redstone signal to actually pull out. And hopefully this should work now. I'm curious if I can put overclockers in. I kind of have a feeling that I can't. Let's just see. Upgrades. Let's see if I can craft a couple. Might be short. All right, there we go. So let's find out if these work. Overclockers do work. Does it look like it's going faster? It looks like it's going the same speed, with and without. So I'm just going to take that out. Oh, but this is pretty sweet. This should mean that we have Iridium production. Percentage of UU. All right. Almost 100%. Come on, baby. Yes! We did it! We freaking did it! Oh, this is so cool. All right. Well, it looks like it's going to take a long time to make enough to actually use this for stuff. But I think I'm going to go set up this in a little bit better, not in the middle of my hallway. And then see if I can get enough to make something today. I don't know. All right, well, I'm really happy we got this working. So let me get this organized, and we'll come back. Oh man, it's been a couple hours. Let's check out how much Iridium we got. I wanted to just look in here. Check this out. Remember last video? We put all these rotors in? I think I did. I at least showed you guys with the hoppers could just dump into it. But It's awesome. I still haven't even gone through all these. I was gonna make an Iridium rotor, but I think those will actually last me for quite a while. This replicator really doesn't seem to use that much power. Yeah, because it switches on and off between, it fills up on the EU, then it finishes on the UU. And it doesn't use power, it doesn't seem like, during this period. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, we got 28 Iridium. Not a whole heck of a lot, but enough to make a couple things. So I thought, first of all, why don't we make some quantum suit leggings? So we can get super fast running. I think it's about time we got that. Let's see, let's put it in. We'll put it in here. Cool, cool. Let's get this crafted. Quantum. Hopefully it should do it super fast. I hope. Let's see. Alright, so that might take a moment. And of course, Iridium plates, to make those... Yeah, it's just 4 Iridium, 4 advanced alloys, and a diamond. So not too horrible. Oh, and it finished! It finished! Let's get our quantum suit. Or quantum leggings. Sweet! Oh, I'm so psyched. Let's get this charged up. It's going to probably take a moment. Let's just see how much more Iridium do we have left. 21. How many plates can we do with that? Another 4 plates? Let me see. We can also maybe make a chest plate, because that's the main 2 things that I'm very interested in. I think we should be able to do that. Alright, something's messed up with my patterns. For whatever reason, I was having issues crafting the quantum suit, but who cares? We got it. Our pants should be all done charging. Let's just switcheroo. Awesome. So we should have super fast running now. And whoa, that is awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. All right. And the flight seems about the same speed, but the running's way better. I was really hoping for faster flying. So let's grab this guy out now as well. And hopefully this should act as a backpack as well. That's what I thought. So let's test this out. Let's see. Stone. Do we have stone? Stone. Stone. All right, we'll grab that stone. And let's set this down. And let's see if this keeps our tools charged. And... oh no. It's going down in charge. Oh no. So I don't think it works as a backpack also. That's really disappointing. Oh, that's so disappointing. Alright, well that really makes this not quite as impressive. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if there's, maybe it's just like a mode that I have to change or something like that on it so that it works as a backpack. Oh, that's horrible. Because see, if I use my normal thing, let's see, it should be done. Alright, so if I put that on, the second I break something, watch this. So you can see the tool, it's down. Now it's full. Oh, I'm so angry about that. I wanted my quantum suit to work. Now, there should be some type of flight involved with it as well, but I don't think it's as good. Oh, well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure as always. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Likes are so much appreciated. Get me so motivated to play more often. Help me out in the comments with any tips about the quantum suit. I still always got to make one, no matter what. It's just so BA. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace. Where's my sword? Oh, I don't have my sword on me. I can't do it. I have to do it. Peace out. Oh, and I enabled the jetpack. It's just the control, and then my mode key is N. So I get kind of pretty neat flight. It's better than the normal jetpack, but still not as good as my normal flight. with the advanced genetics. Actually, I feel like I fly it a little bit faster that way. Maybe that's all in my head. Anyway, guys, bye now for real. Peace out.